Okay, everyone, welcome back to the Black Gentleman's Culture Premium Cigar and Spirits channel. First and foremost, let me apologize that I've been away for so long, but the wife and kids decided I was going to be the experiment for every cold and flu for the last month and a half. But I'm back, got doctor's approval, and unfortunately for me, didn't know my doctor also follows me on YouTube, so basically he said, touch a cigar before you're feeling better, it's on. So I sat down, let my body rest, and I'm back. And today we're out front with the Olman. This is a 6x52 stick. The wrapper, as you can see, is a Connecticut Shade grown by Don Olman in Ecuador. The binder is a Habano grown by Don Olman in Ecuador. And the fillers are Especial. Now, you know how I do? Other than reading how it's built and put together, I'm going to let you know how it goes by my taste. And as that being said, I'm going to go ahead, cut this up, and get going. And I'll be back right during the first third. Oh, and I'm pairing this with my favorite beer. Got some Dos Equis. All right, folks. See you at the first third. Okay, everyone. This is the beginning of the first third, which I decided to start doing. So this is very new, and this is the first video I'm doing it with. And let me tell you, the cold draw, you're going to get pure apricot, like the footnote says, and check. The body, they say you're going to get apricot and floral. No. You definitely get floral. So as far as the apricot on the body, no, that is not present. Now on the foot, yes, you are going to get hit with a soft cocoa. You're going to get a little bit of a sweetness and barnyard hay. Now that's my opinion on what I'm getting off of this in the very beginning. Now, after lighting it, yes, you are going to definitely taste the apricot and the sweetness, and it lingers on the palate, and right now it is, excuse my language, all over my lips. So it started off very strong and it's going very nice. Again, this is the Olman. I received this from the Provider Club last year on 4/25. Actually, excuse me, it's 4/26. So this is just 2 months shy of being 2 years old, and they aged it 1 year before sending it out. So basically, this is a 3-year aged cigar. And let me tell you, if the beginning is, well, excuse me, if this whole cigar is good as the beginning, I'm sure this will be a highly recommended cigar by me, and I'm going to let you know where to grab it. All right, folks. See you after the first third. Okay, we're done with the first third, and as you can see, this burn is barely off. Out of the 10, I would say this burn is going at a solid 8. Now, as far as the feel of the cigar, it's somewhat soft with a firm texture, just say like an eighth underneath once you squeeze it. But as far as the wrapper, it's extremely silky, smooth, pleasant to the touch. Now, as far as the cigar itself is going, the retro-hale is extremely smooth with a light hay kick. As far as the, let's say, oh man, excuse me, I'm kind of excited. Like I said, folks, I've been away for a while, and y'all know me, I don't like to edit much, so yes, you're hearing my excitement. Now, as far as the palate, this thing is delivering hay with a slight white pepper kick. And like I said, with that apricot running across the lips and your palate. It's very light. I would say mild, to be exactly what this so far, excuse me. And again, it is a very, very smooth cigar. The smoke is smooth, the retro-hale is smooth. The only thing so far I can say to make this cigar better if it was bigger. Alright folks, see you at the halfway point. Okay everyone, we have reached the halfway point. As you can see, that burn has that kiddie roller coaster going on. The ash fell off literally right before I hit record. And as you can see, it's very heavily packed. And like I said, as you can see, you can squeeze it, but it's going to hold with a little bit of give. Now, as far as the flavor profile going on with this, it's changed. You're no longer going to get the apricot. What you're going to get is a light white pepper and some form of spice that just lingers. Even with me sipping on the beer, it powers through that and it hangs on. The retro-hale, you're getting a little bit more hay, but it remains perfectly smooth. And like I said, this cigar is definitely on that mild scale. It's not a medium, it's not strong, it's mild. It holds flavor, but the flavor doesn't overpower everything. You get to enjoy all the nuances of it. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get to the final third, and I'll let you know how it's going. Okay everyone, we're now down to the final third, and as you can see, the burn is still kicking that kiddie roller coaster, but there was a major profile and flavor change. First and foremost, that white pepper turned to black pepper, and you're going to get hit with heavy hay and a char wood. Now the cigar says it should have happened in the beginning, but it actually happened in the final third. It actually was shocking because I didn't think it was going to come through right all. But literally, say, about my third puff into the final third, it just kicked in heavy. It does subside though, and it still remains with that light white pepper just dancing on the palate. And the retro-hale has gotten a little bit of that black pepper in it, but it's still not enough to make this thing a medium body cigar. This cigar still remains to be mild and pleasant. So if you wanted to get this cigar to someone, like I said, who's a newbie, this is it. But if they cannot pick up on the flavor, that's because they're a newbie. Again, this cigar has very light and mild flavor. It's heavy with it and it's consistent, but it isn't overbearing. So if you give them something strong to drink, like a high proof brandy or a scotch, yeah, it's going to drown this cigar out. This cigar is meant to be enjoyed, like I said, with a beer like Dos Equis or a light cocktail, so it doesn't overpower it and drown out the flavor. That being said, again, I want to thank you all for rocking with me and watching my videos. They will be way more frequent now since I'm not sick. And again, you know what I say, and I'm always going to say it. If you have a bunch of cigars, share them. If you have more than a bunch of cigars, make some major cigar heads, because right now I got a good, say, 40 to 50 sticks I'm gonna have to get rid of. And again, not get rid of in a bad way, I'm gonna just throw them out. I'm gonna get them out to people, and it may be some of y'all, who knows. But that being said, thank you for rocking with me, and I'm gonna see y'all at the next cigar. I'm out.